That's the recording. And again, I'd like to thank everybody again for joining us tonight on the Creative Real Estate University on our podcast where we talk about all things real estate investing. Join us here on Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Find us on our Facebook group under the same name as well as YouTube. And as usual, every Thursday night we have a special guest. And tonight I think we have a very, very special guest, marvelous Mary Ivan. So I do appreciate you, Mary, for your time. I know you're a busy person. So thank you for joining us.
Yeah, sure, definitely. It's such an honor to be here. Being being just invited is already an honor because before I wanted to take you back all how we started. And you know, I started the company out of heartbreak. So I was a student, an honor student. So my mom is a typical Asian that A is not a grade, but A plus is. I graduated in primary as a salutatorian, in high school, in secondary as a salutatorian with over 35 certificates, best in math, English, poetry, news, anything under the sun, name it, I got it. Um, I enrolled in college as a chemistry student on top of on the school, but my mom is a cum laude major in math, and she doesn't want A grades. She want A plus. I walk away from home at the age of 17. I
Oh
went to
my.
Manila. So that is like a 2 hours airplane ride. Don't have any money. I stole my sister's phones. I sold it off. I bought a plane ticket and I went to Manila. When I got to Manila, I don't have any friends. I applied as a call center agent at the age of 17. First company turned me down because I'm underage and that's not allowed here in the Philippines. Second, they did accepted me, but they need a waiver, so I will be on project base. I was on project base for several months. After 3 months, got promoted to the elite team for the sales team. Fast forward 2 years, I went back home because my dad, I'm a big dad girl. I went home because my dad is looking for me. I work here. So I was 19 when I worked back here in my hometown. So there is a metro here, but you need to travel 3 hours before you can arrive to that place. I applied there. After several months, I got promoted. And, working there for 2 years, I was the campaign manager of an international logistics campaign where we earn millions of revenues on a yearly basis. I get absent for one day, they kick me off the campaign.
Mm.
I was so devastated. I was so heartbroken. And I was like, you don't do this to me.
Not the
I
Mary, no.
I give in my resignation, but you are required to stay for 30 days. What I did is that I studied the structure of the company, their weaknesses, their opportunity, their strength, and their threats. Exactly after a month, I put up my own, but in a different niche to make sure that I did not breach any contract that I signed with them. And right now, I have over 400 people, double the people they have right now. I've been
Wow.
operating for 4 years. They've been operating for 12 years now. I even had double people with them. So, with that learning, I learned that because I'm a very, very big, I'm very faithful. I'm so big with my God. So, I think my God redirected me into something bigger, a bigger purpose. And I think I have a bigger purpose and a role here in my hometown, in my province. In my province, these are mountains. We're in the middle and we're on the top of a plateau.
All right.
So I invested a lot with the materials of the training. Now, how did ACSVA become so successful? It is because number one thing about me is that I personalize everything. This is why I get hurt easily if a client goes away. but I can't really please anyone. So what I do is that I'm so big into positive criticism. I take down, I'm very, I told you, I'm very old school. I take down all of the notes of the people that has issues, concerns with me, and I make sure that I revise all of my system, my strategies, my algorithms. Now, how did I come up with a lot of clients coming in, signing up? It is because I want the company culture to be passed down even with the utility workers. I want them to think of the client's businesses as if their own. You never can succeed to anyone if you don't put in, you know, right energy, effort, and potential as to what you do. With me, what I do is that first things first, I ask the client's operation, how it works, so I will have an understanding how I may be of help for you. I can't just break whatever system you guys already been using for years, and I just can't show up, hey, this is what you need to do. This is no, I can't be like that, and I'm not like that. So what I do is that I understand how their operation works, and I find solutions or areas or cracks I can be a help of. So what I do is that I create fundamentals, trainings, and I study all of the clients' CRMs so I can create an algorithm of based off how we set up their dialer, how we study their datas, and how can we be of assistance with them when it comes to their script. Do they have a specific um, criteria or specific information that we only are to get, or we are limited with? So as every time we start, I always create an SOP so everyone is on the same page. We don't over deliver, we don't under deliver. So, and with my other strategy, it's very crazy because I got this strategy from Pornhub. I'm so big with documentations, really. And I love watching documentations, but it's a different documentations because I love to resolve murder crimes, you know, and because I'm a big frustrated chemist, I wasn't able to finish my college. But then again, I'm very into, investigatory. Pornhub has, it says, clip sites, and with clip sites, OnlyFans, that is owned by Pornhub. Models.io.com, whatever related to that specific business is owned by Pornhub. Now, what I wanted to do and what I learned about this documentaries is that I want to target influencers. Like, I want to target influencer right now. One of my partners is Aaron Bevans, Quentin Flores, Eric Klein, Dustin Reina, and I even tried to hit Pace Barbie, but he has his own call center.
Yes, he
So
does.
yeah, what I did is that I'm sorry, Cindy.
Yeah, sorry, I was on mute. Whoever's listening, whoever is listening on this, please note, these people that she just mentioned are creative finance real estate investors. So they're subject to, the majority of them are subject to the existing mortgage, meaning you do not have to go out and get a conventional or a DSCR loan. So I just wanted to state that.
Okay, sure. And where was I? So what I did is that I asked all of these influencers which area they're having difficulties with, because I'm really into big numbers lady. Like, I don't speak without a KPI. I don't speak without results. I don't even speak without recordings. So if you're gonna go ahead and confront me that I'm missing something, I would accept that, because I'm not perfect, but I'm improving and I'm growing and I'm winning. You know,
Excellent.
um,
Just about
past
that little bit of improvement every day, right? Consistency.
exactly, yes. And the good thing about my company is that we talk about understanding SOPs, scripts, the algorithms. How you work with your caller IDs, how you work with your datas, how you stack your datas, That way you don't have to buy 10,000s of datas each and every month. We got that covered. And the good thing about my company, I think the others are not offering, is that as soon as you sign up with us, you will have your own whole dedicated team, which means you'll have first a client relations manager who will be the one to run your whole operation, because I'm not available all of the time. I am basically everywhere. You can see me in recruitment, in onboarding, in trainings. Again, I'm everywhere. So I'm not always available. You will have a team leader, the one looking after the caller, coachings, live monitorings, and making sure that they come up to the schedule. You got data management team. The data management team will be the one to set up your dialer, upload your list, skip trace, create your KPIs, monitoring your list and your caller ID real time, driving for dollars, create graphic designs for you, and edit videos in case you want videos to be edited for your social media outreach. You will also have a QA, quality assurance specialist, that will check quality of the calls. And lastly, you will be given a reliever. Now, the reliever will have the same caliber of the training your main VAs are getting, but they will be only working if your callers won't be able to come to work for whatever reason. So, the operation will not be affected. So those five to seven or eight representative will be inclusive in your team. So you will really have a dedicated team that will be helping you out, under the lead generation side.
So
So
Mary, those lists that you have that you're uploading, are those provided by your clients, or are you working with them to pick a market and helping them generate that list?
good question. Because right now, we do accept based from what clients would give us. But just last month, I bought the system. I bought over 124 million data and over 2 billion phone numbers. My developers are still working on my website for the data and the skip tracing, and I have partnered on this with Russians. So I'm not sure if this is the same partners with what Batch currently have, Skip Ginny have, but so far 99% of my clients are currently using my data, and it's working so well, so good, generating at least 2 to 3 leads per day per VA for a full-time shifter VA so far. Yeah, and by the way, we also do target marketing. So what we do with the target marketing is that we do ask our client for specific areas they wanted to work with, and we check in if there are a lot of activities going on, recently sold, being posted, to see if there are activities going on in that specific market, if that is a good market to work with.
So when you talk about a market, you're specifically talking about a physical location like Atlanta, Georgia, or are you talking about
Yes.
a market within the real estate realm, such as foreclosure?
No. When I say about the market, is the places,
Places, yeah.
yeah, we can suggest the clients with. And I also suggest clients based off from the numbers and the results that we're getting from our current clients. Right now, it's been going crazy in San Antonio. We have over 20 already investors there.
San
Yeah.
Antonio is a hot market, that's for sure.
Yeah. Yeah,
Well, a lot
surely
of
is.
Texas is. Is there, so you have 400 employees working for you. Well, how many
Ev-
clients do you present?
I think we're already past 90 as far as I can recall. And everyone works in an office, nobody works from home.
All right, excellent. And your office location, that's in your Providence, not in Manila, is that correct?
No, it's not in Manila. The thing about with me, because the normal rate for the VAs are $7, $6, and mine is only $4 an hour. It is because we are in the southern part of the Philippines, but that doesn't give us a little less quality. We're still the same human, active, amazing Filipinos, but it's just that the cost of living here And the southern part is much lesser compared to the metros. Like
Yes.
here you can get a meal for $5, $10, and that's already a full course meal. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and snacks.
Wow. Oh, wow. That'd be,
Yes.
So, Mary, so the cost to us is $4? Or is that what
Yes.
you're, $4 now? Okay,
For cold calling, for the texting, it's only $3 an hour.
okay.
Yes.
So we're
and
cold
if a
calling
client,
this one. Here,
so
go
if a
ahead.
client has their own CRM, do you integrate with that or use theirs if you know it, or do you just want to convert them over to the CRM that you're using?
So right now we would always ask clients to provide their own dialer and CRM to ensure their data's, we don't want it to mix whose data's. But if client needs help when it comes to integration, we definitely can help you out. We got the data management team who can even integrate your monday.com into your website, from the website down even to your dialer, and that is inclusive of the package.
And what is the package? You've heard that a couple of times.
Oh yeah. When I say about the package, it's just a cold calling package. So you need to have at least a caller part time, at least 6 hours, because I don't wanted my team's effort to go to waste. If you're just gonna go ahead and hire us for 2 hours per day, 3 hours per day, and I haven't really seen really good results with just working 2 to 3 hours per day. At least 6 hours, that would work. You can see results
Yes.
from there.
So that's just one caller, 6 hours a day,
Yes.
a
And you
weekend.
will have a dedicated team already.
That's fabulous because just like that, sometimes when you're in both spurts in your business, you need that little extra expertise here and there. You don't always need
Yes.
somebody to work on a social media piece or marketing piece full time. You just need them for certain parts. So it's kind of nice to have access to a team while having your cold caller that works all the time.
Exactly.
Fabulous. So what other services besides cold calling and creative calling do you offer?
We also do general virtual assistant for rental property management. So what we do is that we are the ones to set up the dialer of the clients for specific prompts, for IVR, that's what they call it. So we said all the client needs to do is that to sign up with Ring Central, and we will be the one to work on all of the call forwarding and the IVRs. We will be the one to pre-qualify tenants, um, ask for specific details for them. We will be the one to work on their app folio, property ware, buildium. We will be also the one to do the maintenance, calls, things like that. Anything under related to rental property management. And I myself have experience with rental property management because I was once a general virtual assistant, alongside running my own company. I'm also doing,
Imagine.
yeah, I also do side hustles. So I have a complete set of SOPs, manuals, documentation of Buildium, propertyware, and app folio. So that is just one side. We also do offer PR team, or the public relations team for the social media management. So we will be the one to set up your TikTok, your Instagram, your Pinterest, your Facebook to drive in traffic, followers for your businesses. We also would be the one to set it up on Google, put in some reviews, honest reviews for you guys, so that we can ramp up you know your site and Google every time they would search for that. And just last month, October, we ramped up with our solar campaign for cold calling because I found the algorithm in the real estate works so good in the solar side, which is good. So how we set up the dialer from the real estate still set up with the solar and it's working really, really good. This is why I won over Eric Klein. We are the one working with his solar campaign. So from 3 to 40 colors
Wow. Okay.
in 3 weeks.
So,
So what are you doing for Eric?
We do cold calling for
It's cold
his
calling.
solar campaign only.
Solar, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. We also do roofing, appointment setting for roofing, HVAC system, janitorial, and currently I am hoping to get started with debt collection, debt settlement, but I have a very limited market, so I don't have any partners on those side yet, but I have all the blueprints because um I know that in the real estate, um, I'm not saying everyone, but some, some would just try to test out and be gone in 2 months, 3 months. So, in order for me to continue providing jobs to my people, I think I need to scale up. And the only way to scale up is to learn other things.
absolutely, always be willing to grow.
Yes. Hi, Patricia. Patricia got a question. Do you have to use Central or you can use another dialer? We definitely can use other dialer. You just have to give us an access so I can study, the algorithm of the dialer. By the way, it's not just me. The credit is not just me. My whole admin team is my family. My operations manager is my big brother, our eldest brother. My data management team, I'm our first cousins, my in-laws, my father-in-law, my mom, my sister, my best friends. All of us are, our family, like literally by blood. Yes. Rebecca also got a question. Do you have EAs who help with short-term rental Airbnb management? Yes, but we're not a pro with Airbnb management. I should say we are working on the marketing side. We are also working on the hosting side. I think I have two clients that we handle their Airbnbs, but that is a project based because we only build the clients by the time that we actually work with them. But we check we check their management from time or their campaign from time to time. But doesn't mean by checking they have to charge us like hourly. Again, we only charge them by the actual hours that we conversed and we assisted the bookings. And only if they would want us to post, specific campaign materials on social media. That's it.
So a lot of the phone calls that your team is making, are those all recorded? Or
Oh, yes, 100%. And we send over day and shift report to all of our clients, attaching all the call recordings. My my way of doing this is because I want to be 100% transparent to the client because even if we are office based, we are technically working virtually, and I want the client to I even am working on a specific feature in my company wherein the clients will just have to log into their portals. They go to my website, they use their login portals. From the portals they will be able to see the dashboard of the KPIs of the callers. They even can listen to the call, and they even can see what's going on to their callers monitor, and they can access the CCTV cameras.
oh wow, excellent.
Yes, I'm still working on that and I'm hoping to get that ready hopefully by June, because according to the web developers, it would really take some 6 to 8 weeks to develop the system. It's always a trial and error before we can, launch this said project.
How important is it that client relationship that your clients listen to those phone calls and get feedback to your cold callers on what they're hearing and that interaction with the end client?
it's very important for me. For me, that is the fuel of my company. um I feel like I'm a train. Without a fuel, we can move forward. It is because if we are, if we don't know that we are failing, then we will be staying in our comfort zone. And I don't want my company to be in that dull moment, because I want everyone to be always challenged. I want everyone to be always, not comfortable. And I want everyone to be ambitious like me, you know and I think that is what is missing with the others. Because last week, someone posted using a dummy account, posting a lot of hates about my company. I'm not sure where the hates are coming from, but I tried to check on their Facebook, and I was like, okay, their life alone is already a punishment. So I think I don't have to add on to that live, what they're, they're going through. But I think these people that are commenting hateful words about my company are the people that refuse to improve. The people that were talking bad things about my company, when I check in the company background, they've got a lot of incident reports of absences, not showing up to work, having this and that, having health issues, and I'm like, okay, I think that's the reason why, that's where the hate is coming from. You refuse to give the work. And I can't give you work if, I can't just continue paying you if you don't want to put in the work. That's very unfair to the
Yeah.
clients. And I don't want the clients to feel that way. Never. That's the number one top most culture of my company. This is why open communication is very, very important to the client. If the client felt left off, or the client felt like we are not following the direction, the operation they want us to be followed, I want them to, to express, like, how are we supposed to dance tango if I am the only one dancing? So my mom is very big with that. We grew up speaking for ourselves, because my mom, she would let us talk back to her, but she would let us understand why we were experiencing that way. Our mom and dad, my dad is a farmer, so he wasn't even able to finish primary school. But my dad is very big when it comes to being so streetwise. So I think, and I've been applying that to my people, that it's not, you know it's not always being right and being, I think it's always being kind. It's not always being right, it's always being kind, because so long as you are kind with your words, you're appreciative, I think people would understand your vision and your goal in life. And I think that is why my company has been on here for 4 years now. Some companies even have already closed down already. And a lot of, call center owners have been messaging me, saying, how resilient I am, how strong I am. I think I need to be strong because I had my mom retired at age 50.
Well, that's excellent.
So the pressure is on with me. My mom is a master teacher, a master teacher in the public school. So she retired, and the superintendent in the school wouldn't let her be, but I pushed to have her retired to help me with my finances. So I gotta work. I can't,
Mary,
I can't let my mom down.
Mary, there's a couple questions here. One is there an admin fee in addition to the hourly rate?
Oh, yeah, that is actually a good question, Rebecca. Thank you for asking that. Yes, there is an admin fee, but that is only $50 per month. That's it. But again, that is optional. It only depends on you if you would like to take advantage of the admin team or not. Because we can't force, because there are other clients who's very into their team, right? So they have their own system, they have their own structure, so they don't have to use my admin team. That is why I opened it as optional. So it totally depends on them if they want to get it or not. And is it a monthly contract? No, it's an open contract. But I always would ask a huge favor for clients to be with me for at least 90 days to see, you know, to see the progress of the team within the 90 days period of time. But I'm always confident, That's why I did not lock it up to 3 months. I leave it open because I am confident that we are putting on results. I am hopeful with my team.
Excellent. Appreciate that. So just real quick recap, what people are available on the admin team? So if you sign up for the $50 a month, what's included?
Inclusion of that is a client relations manager. So your client relations manager basically would be your assistant. If you need your list done, if you need, to stack your list, if you want to review your contract, anything under the sun that you wanted to be done, you go ahead and talk to your assistant, which is your client relations manager. They will be the one to work on that for you, or they will be the one to delegate the task to the team. You will also have a team leader. The team leader will be the one responsible for um, real-time coachings and making sure that the agents come to work. You will have a data management team. Data management team will be the one to set up your dialer, upload your list pulling, create KPIs, monitor your dialer and your list, driving for dollars for you, create flyers and posters, edit videos, and work with your social media management in case you want that to be added into your, into your operation. You also have a QA, quality assurance team, to check the quality of the calls, and you will get a reliever. The reliever will be the one responsible to cover the shift in case your main caller will be absent for whatever reason. So those five.
Fabulous. For $50 a month.
Yes.
You provide the list, right? So are you providing the foreclosure list, the probate list, or is that something that that we have to provide?
So with the list, I do offer the list with the skip tracing on it for only 8 cents per record, but I need to have your own criteria.
Oh.
Yes, yes. But if you have your own list, you just have to skip traces out with us. That's going to be only 7 cents per record.
So if you have your own list, okay.
Uh,
And what do you use to skip trace? I mean, what do you use to get the list?
I have my own data that I bought from the county, and I've been paying the county for a monthly charge of over 7,500. But they have a specific millions of data that they provide. But as soon as I stop paying them monthly, then my list will not be updated on a monthly basis.
Okay.
And I have to make sure to always ensure the quality of the list of my clients. But so far it's really working good. We are getting 3 to 10 leads per day per VAs.
10 leads, okay, wow, that's pretty good.
Yes.
Are you only calling on single family homes, or do you also do multifamily?
We do multifamily homes. So the good thing about my company is that every time I've heard about new approach, I make a research of it, and we always train our people to be always, well-rounded. So we have underwriting, we have multifamily homes, we got creative finance, and we got single family homes. So and we even have lands. So if a client do sign up with us, we usually would send them over our scripts so they can take a look at it, and they can choose which script they would want the VAs to work on. Um, Celeste, hi Celeste, all states of for the list, yes, ma'am. And For Rebecca, do you have extra VAs available in case of turnover? How long does it take to get a replacement? That is actually a good question. I do have a creative strategy that I did for the turnover. So I have a specific department that is only closely working with our buyers list. Now, this buyers list, you will only get an access if you are a current client. So these buyers callers, what they do is that they call for the buyers, they update the buy box and the contact information of these buyers. And in case, there's a turnover for extra VAs, that is where I get my callers from. So I always supply and make sure that we do have 20 to 30 VAs available anytime. That way clients don't have to wait for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks to get another VAs. So that's what I did. So I'm paying extra for that. But again, we don't do disposition. We just share that specific exclusive buyers list to all of our clients.
So Mary, if we have some people in our group, and I know we do, who are buyers in certain markets, how do they get on your buyers?
Oh, they just have to message me. Then I'm gonna go ahead and add them on to our exclusive buyers list. And we've been updating the buyers list always every day, because sometimes our clients last month they would buy multifamily homes. Now they would only focus for single family homes. So that's why we're always updating it.
And then you want as specific as possible that buy box for what they're looking for, correct?
Exactly, yes. Like 3 beds
Everything.
only. Yes, 2 beds 2 beds only. Even other buyers, they have specifics when it comes to the square footage. Like only 1,200 and above, things like that.
Fabulous. I didn't know you offered that. So yeah, there's so much I learned tonight. I appreciate you.
Yes. It's I always do get this a lot. It sounded too good to be true. And I'm like, um, I think it's good to be true. It is because I offer so much and I only get a little in return. I'd rather wanted to get a little in return for long term than to get a lot for short term. And I think because that's what missing, okay, for me, for the VA companies. Why would you charge a lot of money from a startup client? How are they supposed to, earn some with me in order for the client to get a deal faster? The only way to do that is to help them out by not overcharging them. When I say about overcharging them, is like, let's say for the buyers list is a different charge, for the admin is a different hourly charge, for the caller is a different hourly charge, talking to Mary is a different hourly. Oh my God, that's a lot, you know. So I think it would be best to help the clients um, as much as possible so that they can stay longer with me. And they won't be able to even dare to look for other VA companies because I offer so many things.
Couple more questions for you.
Mm, do your co-callers have experience calling pre-probate? Yes, and we do have a specific script that we follow for pre-probate, pre-foreclosure for the lispendis, because it's a different approach. For the pre-probate, they're kind of sensitive. Even in the lispendis, they're in denial. They're if you mirror the energy, it's kind of off because they're in denial that they're already losing their homes. So we have a different approach for that. And we do have a different training for those. And we do have a different set of VAs for those type of lists. We categorize our VAs depending on their skill sets because there are VAs that are only good in sales. There are VAs that very, very good in customer service, which we can put on the pre-probate and foreclosure. And there are just VAs that they're just good in just, getting the 4 pillars. That's it.
So we've talked about the 4 pillars a couple of times. For those that aren't familiar with the 4 pillars, can you explain that for us?
Oh yeah, the motivation, the condition, the price, and the timeline.
Those are the 4 things that your callers are required to get. when they-
Yes. Yes. But as far as the creative cold calling, it's kind of different because we have to go down deeper the liens, the mortgages, things like, and the interest rates, things like
Yes.
that. So it's totally different. It's advanced training for VAs, and VAs were handpicked based on how advanced they are during the training and their performances from previous clients.
I know
Celeste,
the other day, but just to reiterate, the best way to get hold of you is on Facebook, Instant Messenger. Is that
mhm.
correct?
Yes, as of the moment, yes, I'm working on my link tree, and I'm working on my website. Um, I think the only thing that I haven't really worked on is my website. It is because I am working alongside with my data developer side. So I can cross my my buddy. I can I can make myself in half. So slowly but surely I am making things move. But as of the moment, please be patient with me. I'm on Facebook, I'm on WhatsApp, and I'm on the email. Rebecca D. Celeste D. Do any of your VAs speak Spanish for targeted markets or in states such as California? I don't have VAs who speak Spanish, but we do have a script for Spanish. Trying to get if it's a yes or a no, if they're open to an offer or if they're selling their property. And if so, we get their details and we forward them over to the clients. But as of the moment, we don't have a VA who speaks fluent in Spanish. We all are scripted, though we understand a little bit of Spanish. Gmail.com. All right. This is my email. Still at Gmail. I'm very, very old school. I told you guys.
Copy that. There you go. Well, thank you, Mary. I do appreciate your time. I know you're very, very busy. You have a lot going on in your work life and your professional life. You only have horses.
Yes,
Love
my
the
awards.
Philippines. Yes, that's fabulous. We can talk the
Thank
whole show
you.
sometime on horses, but I know we have a few horse people in our community, but I think we might bore a few others. But
I'd love to be with horse people someday. I'm by the way, I'm hoping to be there by October.
oh, excellent.
Yes, hopefully. The immigration officer would be so good with me, hopefully, because we have some issues with immigration officers not allowing us to go out. So hopefully, please pray for me.
Keep our fingers crossed and say our prayers.
Thank you. And I'm very, very honored, Cindy and Shane, to be here, to be with the team. Whatever you guys may need, which area I can be of help, I definitely will be there. Just let me know.
I think the quote for the night is an A is not a grade, an A plus is a grade. I think that sums it up for Mary.
Yes, yes. I grew up to a very competitive family. So even my granddad and even my uncles were champions when it comes to being cowboys. Rodeos are our thing. And my mom is the youngest of the siblings. She's not so big with the rodeos, but she's so big with books and numbers. So yes, you don't want it to mess up with her.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
So
Does
I
anyone
live
have
up
any
to
more
that day.
questions? Does anyone have more questions before we let Mary go? If not, you have her email address. You can reach out to her by email or Facebook. But Mary, we thank you. I'm sure you'll be hearing from Shane or me very, very soon. And we'll go from there.
All right, I love it. Thank you so much. It's such an honor. Thank you
Yeah.
so much, Shane and Cindy. You guys have a great night, and I'll see you around. Thank you.
All right,
Bye-bye.
Thank
bye-bye.
you. Bye bye.
Goodbye.